Shaken.
Hey guys, what's going on? So I am Relic Gaming. You guys already know that. Today I am going to be giving you guys a Warframe video. So, I don't make Warframe videos very often. I don't think I even have a single one on my channel. But I want to introduce you guys to it because Destiny right now is not doing too good. Destiny 2 is coming out, which is going to be amazing. I'll have videos up on that for the beta, which is July 19th, so stick tuned for that. But since Destiny's kind of dying out right now because the multiplayer is not fun anymore with all the overpowered weapons and everything, I thought I'd bring you guys some Warframe. So, if you guys are new to the game or have ever played it, it came out before Destiny, so don't say it's a Destiny copy. It came out first. But, a lot of things are not going to look reminiscent of Destiny, but there's just some things that you'll think, oh, hey, that reminds me of Destiny. So, the Warframe I'm playing as is Valkyr. I recently started playing as Valkyr. I like it. It's super fun. For this video, specifically, we will be doing relic runs. Now, inside these relics right here, there are prime parts, and prime parts are like the normal stuff in the game. You have normal weapons and normal warframes, and then you have prime warframes and prime weapons, which are just better. Think of them as exotics, and they're inside these relics, and we're gonna just be doing them. You're gonna see me show you how to farm them, I guess it's more or less a how-to if you don't know how to do it. So yeah, we're gonna go get into this. So I'm just going to go over to my navigation over here and go to at the top right corner over here. I'm just gonna go do some relics. So I think what I want to do is a miso, but the only miso that's up here, the miso relics that is a miso defense. So we're gonna have to do a miso defense. So which one do I want to do? I think I want to do the Cybaris barrel, or the one that has the Cybaris barrel in it.
New alert marked.
The Cybaris is a lever action burst rifle, and I think that lever action anything is cool. Like inside Destiny you have, I don't know if there's any lever action weapons. I know that there's a chaperone which you can spin around. I think the chaperone could have been lever action, and Destiny fans would have gone crazy for it, but Bungie did not think that out, so yep. Let's talk about Warframe, because that's what this video is about. I've been playing Warframe for quite some time. Not since it came out, of course, because I didn't know about it. It's an amazing free-to-play game. Of course, if you want to play it, it's free on all platforms: PC, PlayStation, Xbox.
You found a fisher.
And
Look out for
it's got an
reactions.
amazing story. It's got a better story than Destiny, that's for sure. Everything on this thing's free. You don't need to pay for DLCs. There's none of that. It did what all games should do and just release the game with full story. And they still have more stories that they just add into the game. Now, of course, one thing that you notice is that it's in third person. Most of the time, I don't like third-person games, but this, it does third-person the way that third-person should be done. And I like it. I think that is spot on, amazing. They did it perfectly. So, Warframe's got an amazing story. Everything in the game, people will say, oh, well, you know, it's pay to win. No, it's not pay to win. Okay? Any weapon in this game can be good. There's no random rolls like there would be on Destiny. You know, you gotta get a good roll on it. No, you just put the right mods on it. You can look up builds that you can use on your certain weapons, and it can become a good weapon. So if you think it looks cool, use it. If you like the weapon, use it. There's nothing stopping you from not using that weapon. So, if you see these tentacles going around, that's the Warframe Hydroid. Hydroid is a pretty nice Warframe. I haven't personally used him, but he is based around water. So as you can see, there are tentacles that just appear out of nowhere. That's his final ability. He can turn into a puddle and enemies can fall into him and then just, I guess, instantly die. I don't really know how he works too well. But this is a, it's like Space Ninjas is what Warframe is. It's like Space Ninjas if you were to think about it. We're all about stealth. Of course, that's only on like certain missions, like a spy mission. Ninjas, like as you can see right now, I'm sticking to a wall. Ninjas gotta be inside secret places. Of course, I can only stick to a wall for a very limited amount of time. I'm using all prime weapons. I'm not using a prime Warframe. It's like Destiny, but with more characters. You know, instead of a hunter, a titan, or warlock, you're getting not hundreds. Why would I say that? There's not 100 characters. Don't think that. You get a lot of characters. Okay. Everything in this game can be bought and can be built. So if there's something that you see that you want, go right ahead and buy it. Actually, no, not everything. There's like cosmetics that you can't. You have to buy those. But aside from cosmetics, weapons, warframes, ships, you can build them all. There's multiple ships. Not as many as there are in Destiny, but there are multiple ships. The loading screens are better, in my opinion, because they're interactive. You're able to actually move your ship while you're flying to your destination. Not like what you think, but you know, it's a loading screen, you see your ship there, and you can move it around a little, which is more interactive than Destiny's, of course. I'm sorry if I'm comparing it to Destiny a lot, it's just that most Warframe players go play Destiny, and most Destiny players come to Warframe, you know. They're very similar games. Warframe came out first, and people like to say that Destiny's copying Warframe. And that's not true. But I'm on a defense mission right now. We have to defend this cargo right here, and I have to get that relic, those relics I showed you that had the prime parts in it. I have to get reactant. You need to have 10. You can see at the left corner. I need to get 10 reactant. I'm at 9. And I need to get 10 of them, then complete the mission, and see what I get out of the relic that I put in. Hopefully I get something good. When you're opening up relics, I suggest that you put it on public, like I have mine on public, because that means you can get multiple people in and use their relics too. So say you don't like what you get out of your relic, you can go pick something out of theirs, you know. It's like sharing. Sharing is caring, and if they get something way better than mine, than what I get, and it's rare, which there's a rarity in this game. Bronze, silver, and gold. Gold being the rarest, although people say common, uncommon, and rare. But I don't like that. I think that is too much like Destiny in the way that less cool. Because in Destiny they had you know, common, uncommon, rare, legendary, exotic. You know, that was some good wording with Bungie's part on how they do their rarity of items. But here, bronze, silver, gold, that works better for me. Oh, I fell off the map. Yeah, if you fall off the map, it just puts you back up top where you last were, or close to it, as close as they can get. This game has a lot of customization. You can be your own person inside this game. You can be unique in this game. There's all kinds of weapons, all kinds of colors that you can use on Warframes, all kinds of Warframes as well. I play this game a lot. If you need help, you know, gamer tag is It's Relic. I would love to help you out. If you're thinking about buying platinum, make sure that it's for a good reason. Platinum is basically silver, if you think about it in Destiny terms. Platinum is silver, and silver is platinum. You're able to buy things from the market. So, I'm gonna do a breakdown video, probably after this, on Warframe 101 is what I'll call it, and it will show you guys just about everything in the ship on how to do stuff there, because that's where you're going to be a lot of the time. The ship is your home. It's where your marketplace is, your foundry, which your foundry is where you build stuff, all kinds of stuff. It's your base of operations. You'll be spending time outside of your ship when you're doing missions like I'm doing. So, I'm not going to spoil the story for you guys whatsoever. I'm going to try my hardest not to. because that would be bad. I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to experience this game in its fullness. Doing these missions has nothing to do with the story. I'm just trying to get rare parts for weapons. Let me break down something for you guys about the abilities here. You know, warlocks have their ultimates, and titans have their ultimate. Hunters, you know, you get your ultimates, and then you have your grenades and melee. Well, here they call it. Okay, you have your abilities right here. If you look at here, let me get out of the way for you guys. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you have your abilities. Okay, right bumper A is your first ability, right bumper B is your second, right bumper X is your fourth, and right bumper Y is your fifth. They call right bumper Y the ultimate in this game. I just don't think of it as an ultimate. But yeah, that's essentially what it is. For Valkyrie, her first ability is to where she can, let me see. She can shoot a zip line, kind of like Spider-Man, and zip line to it. So I can zip line over here. Then her next ability is War Cry, which basically boosts the melee speed, like how fast you swing your melee and how much your melee does damage. Your melee, you can press and hold Y to pull it out, swing around. I have Reaper Prime, it's basically a giant scythe. Then, her next ability is Paralyze, and basically whenever she yells and there's some enemy in front of me, it knocks them down, they're paralyzed. And then finally they have Hysteria, which is where she whips out these cat claws and she goes to town, slashing about. Okay, with that being said, that's how abilities work, and you got certain power. Now here are all the items. My item is right there. It's the Lex Prime Barrel. Now if I don't like that, which I don't want that, I'm gonna go with the Ceranos Prime String, and I can just click on it, like that. So it's always good to put it on public so that way you can get other rewards. I'm just gonna leave this because I don't want to do defense. It seems too boring for you guys. So we're gonna try and open up some different relics.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Yeah. So in this game, because you have to build, like, you can build anything and you can build everything and buy everything, excluding like cosmetics. It's very grindy. If you can't sit down and go to a certain planet, which by the way, there's more planets in this game than there are in Destiny. If you can't sit down, if you can't sit down, go to a planet like this is Phobos. You know Phobos from Destiny. It's just a meteor. And as you can see here, here. Anyways, as you can see right here, these are the materials that you can find on Phobos. Okay, now, if you can't sit down and go grind the materials that you need to craft stuff, then this game might not be the game for you. I'm just saying. If you're too lazy to go grind stuff, I mean, there's an alternative to not grinding stuff. That's over here at the market. And that would be like buying stuff. These are all the Warframes here, excluding the primes. You can't buy primes, you have to go out and get those yourself. But these are all the Warframes. There's a lot of them. There's a Warframe for everyone. You can pick whatever you want. Anything that suits your play style, whether you're a passive player that wants to help people or you're an aggressive player who wants to go kill things. There's every single type for everything. And they're always adding new Warframes too. Their recent Warframe that they've added is Oberon. So, Oberon Prime, I mean. But if you don't want to sit down and grind, of course, you can buy it, but that's going to cost you actual money, real life money, to buy platinum, which you need to buy things. Like, say I want Nidus, which Nidus is a really, really cool character. He's based around the Infested, which I guess if you want to think about it like the Flood, you can. It's some stinking scientists were thinking about, messing with this infection, and it broke loose, infected everyone, and this Warframe has the power to control it. It is an amazing Warframe, but if I want to get him, I need to do the quest. But if I'm too lazy and I want to grind, if it's not your thing that you don't want to grind, not necessarily that you're lazy, you're just not that type of player, you want to play something else that's not grindy, then you can just buy it. You know, it's gonna cost you 225 plat, which, by the way, that's a lot. It's not super crazy, because
New
if
alert
you
marked on
work hard
navigation
enough, you can
10-0.
sell items to other players and get platinum and buy it. But for most people who only make like maybe 75 to 100 plat a week, yeah, they're not gonna want to spend it on this Warframe unless they really, really want it. So, yeah, you can just buy it if grinding's not your thing. But if it is your thing, you're going to love this game because there is a lot of grinding. I mean, the grind in the game's not too terrible, you know, it's pretty easy. The grind is pretty easy in this game. Sorry about that. I just checked my phone real quick. But the grind's pretty easy in here. You just gotta do certain thing. You can have a team of 4 people, as you could see when I was doing that relic. There's a team of 4 people. So I've been doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna save a lot of the explanations about the game if you haven't played it in the video Warframe 101, and I'm going to do more relics. So here's the Miso, here's the Neo, here's the Axie. They're different levels of relics, okay? So each one is more difficult than the other ones. I'm going to do this one right here, Neo V5, to get the Vauban Prime Neuroptics. Now with a Warframe, there's 4 pieces to a Warframe. You have your blueprint, which you need for everything. The Neuroptics, aka helmet, it used to be called the helmet, but they changed the name of it to Neuroptics. Then you need the chassis, it's more or less the body of it, and then the systems. So you need all 4 pieces in order to put a Warframe together, which I can delve more into that in the Warframe 101, which will be a much longer video, because there's a lot to explain. It's a big game, and a lot of you might not have beaten it, or not beaten it, but played it. So let's do ooh, there's a Miso exterminate. I might do it. Let's do a Miso instead, because exterminates are easy. You just need to go kill stuff. That's the goal of the mission, of course, exterminate. So I'm going to pick this one right here. And now what's going to do is I'm just gonna start the timer. There's that random person with me, but since I have it on public, random people will join and I get to pick from their rewards. With relic farming, it's all about getting the prime parts you want and the prime parts you need for certain things. For the prime weapons, again, you can think of it as exotics. They're the better versions than the original. Except in Destiny, there's not a whole lot of originals. They're the better weapons. They're the more powerful stuff. That doesn't mean that you can't use the normal weapons. You can totally use the normal weapons. It's just that when it comes to making plat, you're selling prime parts. Platinum is silver, silver is platinum. Just gonna reinstate that for those of you who didn't hear or weren't paying attention. So I'm heading to Saturn right now, and I'm going to kill stuff and pick up the reactant that they dropped. And that reactant, I need 10 of them to crack open the fissure. Hey, we got another Valkyr. That's awesome. And that right there is over on Prime. They recently released him, so they're always releasing new Warframes. Like I said, it's not like every single day though, because it takes a lot of work. But, you know, always releasing Warframes.
You found a fissure.
So I'm gonna just go around killing stuff. Now, if you're wondering about, well, if you don't roll weapons, you know, how you get a good roll or god roll on certain weapons in Destiny. If you don't do that, well then how do you make your weapon good? That's with mods, and no, I'm not talking about like mods that make the game broken, like you can spawn in Thomas the Tank Engine into the game. I'm talking about modifications, which is, mod is just a shortened version of that word, but recently in other games, mods have become more or less, in my opinion, I would say a bad thing. I'd say that using the term mod would be a bad thing, like in Minecraft or in Skyrim, you know, they're mods that change the game. But these mods are just modifications, so if I need to put less recoil, or want to lower the recoil on a weapon, there's a mod that for that, you know? Or if I want to increase the damage, there's a mod for that. So I'll get into more of that on my Warframe 101 video that I made, which I have a giant list of things I gotta talk to you about, because in that tiny ship that we fly around in that is our home, there's a lot. You know, I mean a lot. So, I'm trying to keep up with the commentary while also focusing on exterminating a bunch of things, which it's hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. Doing commentary is an extremely hard thing. So, for all the YouTubers that you watch, you know, if they're good at commentary, then you should give them props for it. Like their videos, you know, because it's a hard thing to, well, after a while you get used to it, but it's a hard thing to sit up here and talk to yourself. Yeah, that must be weird. Talk to yourself while you're filling for time, while you're doing stuff, multitasking, you know? And it's not easy for these YouTubers. So, yeah. I'm saying a lot because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say next. And again, commentary is hard to do for these types of videos. So, yeah. Commentary is hard. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to come up with something. Right now, I need to focus on exterminating, killing stuff, which, if you're wondering why they're glowing, it's because there's void fissures in this game, and that basically just supercharges the enemies, and that is what allows them to drop the relics. Or not relics, reactants, which you need to unlock a relic. This is a long video. I didn't expect it to be long. I'm probably gonna do this relic and then end the video on it. So I'm gonna just kill everything in here. And oh yeah, we're done. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. Again, commentary 101. I'm gonna just head to extraction, and then I will end the video once I pick the reward. And then I'm gonna focus on my Warframe 101 video. I'm gonna put this up for you guys, work on that one Warframe 101, so that way you guys get to know exactly what Warframe is. When you're seeing this one and you haven't played Warframe whatsoever, maybe even if you have a general idea of what Warframe is, there's still a whole lot more in the game, and I can break that down for you guys. And we're going to be focusing on the ship area, where your home and your base is. I'll break it down there, because there's a lot to break down for that ship. For the ship. It's a very important thing. Here's the other guy's back here. I like it. It's more of a gray and blue type. Sounds fiery. Okay, so we got Saren, which Saren's a Warframe. Lex, which is a sidearm, I guess you could say. It's a pistol. It's a secondary weapon. And then we got Orthos Prime handle. Orthos is a staff with 2 blades on the end. It's pretty darn good. Well guys, I'm gonna end the video here at 23 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. Again, commentary is hard. Make sure you drop a like for all of your YouTubers that you watch, because commentary is hard and it takes a lot to just talk to yourself. You may not think it does, but if you're not very charismatic like me, I'm not a charismatic guy. I gotta try harder, you know. Not charismatic, it's pretty difficult. So drop a like on the video. It helps a lot. It means that I know you like it, and that Warframe 101 video will come out. I'm gonna make a giant list and talk about it, go through the list, and I'll try better. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, comment, check the description for updates, and I'll see you guys next time.